What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone Live. I realized I didn't do any of the startup stuff that I normally do. Usually I hit the song, I hit the sounder, we're going in. You know what? We're hitting the song, we're hitting the sounders. I'm leaving our mics on, though. We're doing it. All right, let's go with this. And then I'm going to go with a little, where we at? Where we at? There's our startup song. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Feel the ambience, guys. Feel it on.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
All right. I'm not Matthew McConaughey. I don't know what I'm doing here. Welcome in to the Bianconeri Zone Live. I am sorry, guys, for you all paying attention to the time. When are we starting? When are we not starting? I don't know what's going on. Nobody knew what was going on. It's my fault. I'm late as always. Got stuck in traffic. But here we are. We're here now. Me, Justin Sofro, my boy, Julian Genotti, and, of course, our boy Boo. We'd have Bourbon, but Bourbon is lying on the ground. He's way too big for me to put in my lap right now. And I'm wearing black, so I don't want to have all that on me. Anyway, guys, welcome in. It is a Saturday 28th evening and after dark, black and white take, whatever you want to call it. We're hanging out. We're not professional today. We're just talking sports, and we're just being bros. Julian Genotti, how you feeling today? What do you got for me?
Yeah, to be honest, the lack of professionalism today. It's Saturday, right? You're supposed to be off the clock. This is what happens, right? This is how we do it. We're both wearing black. I don't really care if my dog gets hair on me. I'm used to it. And I'm just waiting to pick up my wife, to be honest, because she's out with my sister, and they're having like a little bachelorette Zumba thing or something. And yeah, we're just gonna kill some time, talk sports, and be bros, like you said.
That's dangerous. What's she doing with your sister? What are they talking about?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to reveal what they're doing. But they're at a restaurant currently. But before, I don't want to say anything because I just don't want to say it, so everyone else can hear it.
Now I need to know. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to share it. You don't have to share your inside stuff. But that's fine. I appreciate it. Like I said, just got back from a game. Let's see if I can fix these comments. Is that better? Does that look like more what we're supposed to be seeing? I know last time was kind of a mess. Yeah. There we go. Andrew Fitton, what's up? Ciao, my friend. How you doing? As well as Spiritos St. UEFA. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. And of course, our other member, Ahmed. How you doing, my friend? See, you ask and you ask and you get what you want, which is us starting a little bit later than normal. That's why we do this. We do this for people, and I understand Ahmed was asking something about us doing it a little bit later. It's not easy to appease everybody because you have literally people from all parts of the world kind of get these things. So you can tune into lives later. You can tune into earlier. You can always catch them on the rewatch. And honestly, if you can catch them on the rewatch, it helps us more because we actually make money off of those. The live ones, we only make money if you guys super chat in or if you become members, and obviously you're supporting us that way. Not saying it's all about money, but it does help to keep this thing running, if you will. So anyway, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, all that good stuff. I'm gonna hand it back to Julian. We opened it up. Your sister and your wife are doing something that you're scrupulous that you don't want to talk about on air. We're going to keep that under the table. And now we are here talking some sports, talking some footy ball, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
And, I guess,
footy-ball.
Yeah, I guess let's just open it up. Let's just talk about, I guess we can just open it up with the Champions League. UEFA Champions League. Yeah. The debacle of the day, all that was going on with it. I mean, it's such a mess. And then, I mean, all the, okay, let's be clear. I'm gonna be very transparent. I zoned out. A lot of you all watched it. I tuned in. I checked in every once in a while. I was not in it. My heart wasn't in it. I have a hard time sometimes when Juventus start playing in it, or like if they're struggling. I don't want to see other teams do well. But there was a lot of there's a lot of nonsense going on. A lot of I mean, especially given the team that was involved in that nonsense, it's pretty crappy. I'm trying not to cuss this early in the show. But anyway, your thoughts, just give me your encompassing from the game to the, pre-game stuff, the things that kept getting delayed. I don't know if I don't know who to blame. Like, do you blame the fans? Do you blame those in charge? Do you blame Paris? Do you blame, I don't know who do you go at the most?
Yeah, so you used the perfect word to describe the Champions League. from start to finish. Well, delayed start to finish. It is the fans. It is UEFA. It is the city of Paris. It's everything involved. If there's not fans, well, we'll put in quotation fans because those aren't true fans. The ones that are just trying to get in for free. If those fans aren't trying to get in for free, then the police aren't at risk or whatever. They deem themselves work. And then if UEFA had a better system to allow people into the stadium, all this could have been avoided. It's threefold. But shock, it's Liverpool fans again. Not shocking at all. That was my sarcasm. I don't know if people understand sarcasm, but just a debacle from the start. Then the first delay was 15 minutes. Second delay was another 15 minutes. Then it was a 6-minute delay. So ended up starting at 3:36 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. That's when Camila Cabello went on the stage, and fans were still not in their seats.
Cabello.
And she sucked. Whatever. She sucked.
Hey, I like my Cuban women. You calm down.
Sure, she sucked. I don't care.
I didn't see it, so I don't know. I know like 2 of her songs, but I know she's Cuban. And that's all I need to know. Anyway, go ahead. I'm married. I don't know why I'm saying this.
So
strike this from the record. My wife's never gonna watch. So strike it from the record, though. Just strike it from the record. Davide, do not take the time down. If you rewatch this later, do not take that time down. I am not using that in a drop. Okay.
Yeah. So she sucked. She was slapping her butt for no reason because I have no idea what she was doing there. But anyway, on to the actual game.
Not into it. Not into it.
It was horrible. I was not engaged at all after that.
What would be your type that you would get engaged with?
A nice Eurobeat or like a dance tune, like a nice little one of those, or.
But what type of female singing it? Or we're not female. Whatever you're into. I mean,
no.
Hey, it's 2022.
As long as, if there's a great voice, like let's say it was Mariah Carey. I don't know if she would never do it, but like let's say it was Mariah Carey. She has a great voice.
Mariah Carey.
Ariana Grande, beautiful voice.
Okay, that one. She's Italian too, so we can go with that. That one will work.
Anyone with a great voice, if you're doing it like Luciano Pavarotti, if you did it again. Imagine that. That'd be great.
So that would get Luciano Pavarotti would get your juices flowing. That's what we needed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Learn something new every day. All right. Well, now we know. KM Squad say do a Lipa. Dash is already in here with it.
So
I thought Cuban girls are fine. Continue. Anyway, it's fine. Go ahead. Yes.
Anything that has a good voice or has a good beat.
You don't like her voice?
Cabello, I do not at all.
Oh, see, I think she actually has a good voice. I don't know. Okay, we don't need to get off track this early. I actually like it. There's like 2 songs that I like and that I've heard. I couldn't tell you what they are, but I think it's okay. I think the reason I like this, and I'll get off topic, and I'll get back on topic is what I meant to say. Okay, so I grew up in a family, obviously, that's Italian, but my family moved to Mexico. So I grew up I grew up being young thinking I was Mexican. Like I was in elementary school. My twin brother and I were telling people, because I remember we had one of our friends was Hispanic. I think their family had immigrated from Mexico. And somebody, I don't think anybody was bullying or anything like that, but somebody made a comment. And then Brian and I were like, we're Mexican. What do you got to say? Or something like that happened. And then somebody was like, Justin, and me at this age, I'd had hair, and they're like, Justin, you were blonde with blue eyes. You were not Mexican. Yeah. Like, you were the least Mexican person here. And I'm like, no, I'm Mexican. I mean, I guess technically my grandmother, she grew up and was a citizen of Mexico, but genetically, not Hispanic. Not Hispanic at all.
Correct. Yeah.
The least Hispanic, if you will. But yeah. Okay. Could you breathe more into the mic? I love that, Boo. That's an ASMR we needed. Yeah. All right. First up, Michael Salvetti.
He is better entertainment than Camila Cabello, in my opinion. So okay. That's where I'm drawing the line here.
We might actually fight over this. This is actually one that we might fight over. I don't know why. I'm not totally into that. Anyway, Michael Salvetti was asking, what time zone do you guys use for the live? It is a Eastern Standard Time zone in America. So it is right now for me. It is 10:23 p.m. right now, but I notice sometimes on YouTube, whenever Alejandro plugs it in or whatever, it ends up saying like it's like an hour or 2 off. I don't know why it says it that way. Whenever I look at it on my TV, at least, even though it shows it fine for me when I look here, I don't know. But we're live. We're live now.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you get it on the rewatch, get in the rewatch. We'd love to have you guys here so we can go back and forth. But instead, obviously, we do want to try to keep on topic as much as we can for at least the first part of it. Otherwise, I mean, you get what you've gotten for the last few minutes. So, yeah, the match was a mess. Liverpool fans disgrace themselves. Let's not say embarrass themselves. Disgrace themselves, because how can you have a history of what happened with Juventus and Liverpool before and still act this way? And one thing I want to get onto, and I want to be very careful with my words, because some of what I'm saying maybe it's dangerous. It's dangerous. But what I'm trying to say is, we live in a society, a little George Costanza, if you will, if you watch the Seinfeld. We live in a society, and I'm not trying to say that this would never happen in America, because that's not true, but you don't see it happen. The Super Bowl, sports like that, it's not happening. You have at least, if there's one thing Americans can do right, it's very few, but one of the few things we can do right is comes to sporting events and making sure that things are orderly to a point, or at least you're getting a smackdown if you're getting your ass out of order, is usually what's happening. And that's where my issue came with this, is like, how is this, like, what kind of circus are UEFA? What kind of circus is Paris, France, whoever the bodies that are taking care of this, whoever is organizing this and enforcing this, policing it? Like, how are you letting this happen? Like, I understand there's only so many people, but at the same time, it's also on the fans of Liverpool to actually act like decent human beings. And that's I don't know. Like, I understand you're spending a lot of money, you're getting in there late, whatever, just to see you get your bleep kicked and then sent back home. So whatever.
The thing is, you kind of felt bad for the actual proper fans that bought their ticket and like couldn't get into the stadium. Like, I felt bad for some of them, but for other Liverpool fans to say it wasn't us, that's not great. Yeah. But anyway, let's get into the actual game, because that was all pregame. And see how much BS that we had to deal with just because of that pregame.
Just because of Camila Cabello. Because of Camila. Yeah. I think it's Camila Cabello. Yeah, that's what it is. Because only one L.
Whatever her name is.
Well, there's a reason. I'll tell you later. But anyway, yeah.
Okay. She set the tone for the Champions League final. Mm-hmm. She was bad. The game was bad. She set the tone. It was a bad final. Thibaut Courtois was very good. It was exactly how people thought it was going to go. Liverpool couldn't break down. Like, they kind of broke down Real Madrid a bit, but like at the end of the day, they didn't do enough. And Real Madrid got their one shot, one opportunity. Eminem, Slim Shady, Dash Nose. Dash Nose. I drove by 8 Mile before. Oh yeah. And they scored, as they usually do in the Champions League all year. It's crazy, and it worked. And now Juventus fans are trying to compare Allegri to Ancelotti, and that's just not the case, because we don't have the squad and we don't have the coach. So They might have the same ideas, but it's not going to be the same output or outcome.
Yeah, I'm really interested. I mean, I know we just finished last season. I'm already ready for this next season. So obviously we need to get to the Mercado, but I'm ready for this next season because I really need some kind of definitive proof of where this team's going. And like, you know, if we can get a definitive idea of, was this all Allegri's fault, or was all this, Allegri was stuck with the ramshackle, group that he has, and he was doing the best.
The
that
squad
he could.
Composition.
Yeah, exactly. KF squad. Yeah, he said, "Hey, the Neymar news it's not news. It's not news at all. What it is it's some jackass who has made a fake Bianconeri Zone account. It may just be Julian doing it from his home. I don't know, but somebody has
I don't have the time for that.
Yeah, some jackass has made a parody account of the Bianconeri Zone. I don't think you can just. I hate that people use the term parody, and I'm not really gonna get a soapbox and be angry about this. Alejandro's not angry about it. Alejandro's just like, it's part of what comes with it, and I guess it's just when you've made it, there's a parody account. I guess is what it is. But I'm just glad I don't have a parody account. As long as I don't have one, we'll be good. But there's a parody account of the Bianconeri Zone that is putting out just blatantly false information, trying to get people excited, trying to get people worked up, and so it's detrimental to everything that we're trying to do here. To be honest, I'm not trying to get my paintings in a wad, but it is kind of annoying, is what I'd say.
yeah, just to go off of that as well, like this is a perfect opportunity for KF Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Check your
Yeah.
sources, check the Twitter handles, check everything,
Yeah. Check the
because
I
there's
is
gonna be
not an
some
L.
BS. Yeah, well, check the BS that's floating around, all the fake Nico Shiras, all the fake Fabrizio Romanos, all the
Mm-hmm.
fake whatevers, all the
Yep.
fake Bianconeri zones. Make sure you follow the real ones. Put a notification on our Twitter account if you want the real stuff, because they'll just
Yeah.
be sent to your phone.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean,
It's as
honestly,
simple as that.
yeah, I don't at this point. Yeah, make sure you're on our account and have the notification so that way it's getting sent to your phone. Not that you're seeing it through somebody's BS retweets, because then that's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, click on it, look at it, whatever you have to do to like verify it. Go to the actual page and notice that they have 800 followers and not, 28,000 or whatever he has right now. Yeah. So it's,
Well,
it's
and again, yeah, it's not just our account though. Like, do it for everyone. Do it for everyone. That is proper.
yep.
Because
Yeah.
this is a silly season and lots of stuff is going to get thrown around, and everyone should know that. Oh, my dog is my dog's pissed off now. He's
Ciao,
rattled.
Yeah. Ciao, Gaetano. Appreciate you tuning in from Italy at 4:21 a.m. How are you awake at this time, my guy? Are you working? Or what are you doing on a Saturday? Well, I guess you could be partying. I guess you're not going to just finish. Hey, I'm way past those days. I was out downtown. Like I said, there's a forecastle, which is it's a big concert, like one of those festival things. It's happening downtown. That's why I thought it was gonna be so late. Is because I got stuck in traffic next to the baseball game and the soccer game that are all happening downtown. And I was like, "There's no way we're gonna get through." But my wife found a way to sneak through traffic. So it worked out. But literally, I looked at them and I was like, "God, 10 years ago, I would have been doing that stuff." Not even in that boat anymore. Couldn't even do it. Couldn't even do it now. Like I mean, if I tried, I'd probably be out of it. Or I'd
This is what you're
out.
doing now. You're doing YouTube now at 10:30 on a Saturday night.
That's
Like
how
you said,
cool I am.
a decade ago, you'd be out downtown, not even ready to go out yet. To be honest, you'd be pre-drinking still, and then like in half an hour, you'll probably head into a bar.
Actually, it would be midnight was when we'd head out because
Louisville. That's late.
So well, in college and stuff, Louisville. If you go to LA and stuff like that, all bars close at 2:00. In Louisville, they stay open until 4, I think. So you have till 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. every night. It's one of the few. I don't know why. It's one of the few. You don't think of Louisville, Kentucky as a party city, but all the bars stay open until like 4. So we never left till like midnight. But then the problem is I'd end up in a parking lot, and this is actually a true story. I woke up in a parking lot. I woke up. So there's this really well-known jeweler here locally. I think they're not all over the place, but there's a couple. I think there's in Denver and stuff like that. It's called Shenko. It's like a well-known diamond, whatever, just jeweler store. And he always has these very monotone commercials like Shenko at the corner of Hurstbourne Lane and Taylorsville Parkway or whatever, something like that, or whatever he says. And everybody, you hear it every day growing up. I'm sure you have places like that where you live. Those things. So I was drunk I was inebriated one night. This is back in college. Kids, I would not do this. I would not suggest this. I was like blackout. One of my friends got me a cab to go home, and I was like, "Hey, let's go home." So he was like driving me home, and I guess in my inebriation, I told him to take me to Shenko, and he just left me off in the Shenko parking lot. And I had to find from there. Then another time, one of my friends was very nice, and he was getting himself a ride back. I guess I told him, no, I'll go to my place after this instead of staying at his place and going to sleep. Or passing out, really. So I had him try to take me, but I didn't know where I was going. And I ended up 3 streets down from the house I needed to go to, but in an apartment complex. And I woke up at 5 a.m. or no, 6 a.m. with some hobbit-looking woman poking me with a stick because she thought I was dead in a parking space. And I had to come back the next day. I realize right now I'm giving a lot of sound for Davide. I don't know why I'm doing this. But anyway, the next day she was like poking me with a stick. There were like 3 other people. They thought I was a dead body and that they needed to call the cops. And I just hopped back up and I'm like, I'm good. I'm just going to walk and I'll walk back to the house. So, and I also forgot my phone and my hat there. Came back the next day, still there. Nobody stole my hat or my phone. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Actually impressive. So good people in Louisville.
Yeah.
Anyway, So that's enough of the embarrassing stories from me. I would suggest you all not do any of the things that I did when I was in college. Honestly, it's not even that's probably not even the worst thing that's happened. But I'm sure eventually we'll get to those stories while we're on here. But for now, that's where we're gonna leave it. Back to the Champions League. Back to the Champions League.
We'll
Guys,
leave it
if you haven't hit
at
the like button,
Hobbit
please.
poking Justin.
Yeah. That is that can be taken out of context strongly. That could be very well taken out of context.
Okay, Champions League.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's get back to, like I said, really boring, but you can take some insights out of it. Kroos, Modric, Casemiro, still excellent. They're all mid, at least, well, Modric 37, Kroos 32, Casemiro just turned 30. Still excellent. They just won another Champions League. They're fifth. Like, that's crazy. The continuity, the longevity, the quality of all three of them is just incredible. And a similar parallel to what Ancelotti did this year in the Champions League in particular. So do you remember when we ran a 4-4-2 and we had Adrian Rabiot on the left-hand side of midfield?
Yeah, all season. The entire season.
Okay,
the entire
so
beginning of the season.
It's fairly memorable.
Yeah.
Like, you remember it.
Yeah, I cried every night.
Me too. Not just cried.
Maria didn't. Maria was happy. Maria did not cry.
Maria wanted that stuff right away.
Maria was full mast. She was good to go.
So Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti, everyone who we call him a genius now. Not now, just like in general, because won another Champions League.
Yeah, you got to respect him.
Three different decades he's won a Champions League. Champions League he's won. He played a 4-4-2, kind of inverted, but he had Federico Valverde, a trained central midfielder, playing on the right-hand side of midfield and as a winger. And guess who provided the only assist of the game? Federico Valverde. Like I said, the parallels are there, but it's not even close in terms of squad or the quality of the squad and the quality of a coach. Because obviously Ancelotti got Valverde out wide in isolated scenarios, and he was able to provide obviously an assist. And we think like Adrian Rabiot, or we're told Adrian Rabiot's a workhorse. No, Federico Valverde is a workhorse. That dude runs and runs and runs. He's athletic. He's good on the ball. He can attack and defend. And he is like 23 years old. And they have excellent midfield going forward to replace their quality midfield already. They got Camavinga. They're about to get Tchouaméni. And they have Valverde.
They're spending so much on Tchouaméni. Could you imagine if we were if we even jokingly thought we were in the race for Tchouaméni, the amount of money that they're spending on him?
Hey, you know what? You got to respect what they're doing, because they are incredible. Like, that whole club is incredible. Everything falls into their lap. Obviously not Mbappe, but like, who cares? Because they just won a Champions League without him, so I don't think they really care. But, oh man, it's incredible.
It really is.
It's incredible.
Ahmed, I realize I threw this up there, and I feel like I'd ask you to answer it, but I feel like this could be very, very dangerous of a joke. So I feel like maybe we'll put that in the Discord for people that are okay with jokes. I don't know. It may be G-rated and may be okay, or it could be extremely offensive. Ahmed, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But it is. It just shows you, like I said, the just the disparity between the two clubs, from Juventus and where they want to be, and where they. I don't want to say where they have been, but where they felt like they were at when they were playing in Champions League finals, and the quality of the roster that they had compared to now. It's a long way to the top, but at the same time, it's just we'll see what happens in this Mercado. We're promised, or we're told, that it's going to be a lot of pieces coming in, but still, just to get there, it's going to take a lot of development as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. And people are saying in the chat that they have lots of money and they're run on bank institutions. They are, but they're proving it to be working. Like, PSG has a whole country backing them.
Yeah.
Man City has a whole country backing them with oil money.
Yeah.
At least Real Madrid gets it done. They've won 5 5 Champions Leagues in the last 9 years, 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, they're getting it done. They're using the resources correctly.
Well,
they're replacing Cruz, Modric, and Casemiro with Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Valverde.
Well,
like they have a plan.
Yeah, but overall, isn't Real Madrid like the peak when it comes to winning Champions League? How many do they have compared to?
That's their 14th.
Yeah, 14th. So, God, dear Lord, could you imagine?
The next closest I think is Liverpool or something at 7, or I think 7, or Milan at 7 at least.
Just the embarrassment of like riches, of a history to have that. And I mean, it's like I mean, my closest thing I think is like Alabama football. Football is in American football kind of thing. That's basically the same thing, and they're doing it without guys like Ronaldo, Mbappe, Messi.
Exactly.
They have just solid role playing guys too. Let's see. Ale and I called how that game would go to the T. I'll pat you on the back dash. Good job. I guess. But yeah, it's France. It's always a circus. Yeah. And then where's the one? Sorry. What's up, Johnny? Appreciate you tuning in. I think that's what. Yeah, Blanco Neri zone. Yeah, that's what somebody had written. It was Blanco Neri, and that's the one that had been the fake one.
So they're not wrong. It's just a Spanish version.
It could be. Yeah. Maybe that's
Blanco and Bianco.
It might be. Yeah, that's what they're doing. And then, what's your opinion on the new kits?
I like them.
Well, you own the new one. Yeah, you got the new one.
I gave it a 6.5 or a 6 out of 10. I like them. It looks a lot better when it's on you. So the black one is also very, very nice.
Well, I feel like it depends who it's on. I feel like if it's you who you played, or if like me, I'm gonna be like, okay, this still looks like crap. But if you're like an actual like if you're built like a soccer player and you're not built like a lineman, it's very different. It looks very different on two people. Like what I do is I always order like a size too big because I like it looser because they make them all so tight that your nipples are poking through and all that stuff anymore. That like I don't need.
Do you chafe?
Huh? No, I just don't need the gut out there. Not really.
Oh, okay.
No, I just don't want the gut. Just like I don't need it. I don't need the keg just wrapped up in it. I like the looser area. I need the looser bottom part of the shirt. Tight up here is fine, but loose down here. That's what I need. And they never do it that way. But the problem is too. Is about the Chiesa. I think I got it because I normally wear like an extra large. I think I got the 2X, and the Chiesa one's like a dress on me. It's or not the Chiesa, the paint looking one, the 2021.
Okay,
so I bought that,
yeah.
And I was like, okay, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll fit great. And it's like this like dress that hangs like down my ass. And like say this, it looks uncomfortable as hell going out. So I have to go back down. So I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, KF Squad, for closing.
Isn't the rule of thumb wear black so it looks slimmer than?
Yeah, it's slim. It's supposed to be slimming. I say that. I
guess. Then buy the away jersey then if you're self-conscious.
Well, I think it was more. I think what it was is I bought the authentic, and the authentic's tighter. The whatever like.
I didn't know that.
That's what. Yeah, the authentic is like the one we're made for like the athlete players. So it's like tighter, form fitting, which is like if you're a guy who's bigger. Like say if you're built like a lineman, you don't want form fitting. You want a normal freaking t-shirt. So now I'm like, I spent more money to have something that's less comfortable, and the only difference is whatever. So I just don't buy that anymore, and I'll be fine. Levine, I feel like you're being a smart aleck to me. Wow, Justin does the alcohol. That's crazy.
That's my cousin's boyfriend.
Is that who that is? Really? Okay.
Yeah, not
Luca's boyfriend,
but my cousin. I don't know.
It's Luca's
my
boyfriend
cousin on my wife's side. Cousin or boyfriend? Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so he's being a jackass, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Vince. Thank you. And I don't anymore. I don't anymore. I don't partake. Except for the times when I'm drinking.
I don't do the alcohol.
No more alcohol. Yeah, no more vodka. Giuliano says, bro, I finish work at 2 a.m., come back home, and then start watching Milk in Arizona until the sun comes up, so it's kind of normal, I guess. I thank you. Maybe for your own health and well-being, you shouldn't do that, but I appreciate it. Well, I guess it
keep doing it. Like the button.
Yeah, as long as you're liking the video, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, we're good to go. But yes. Okay. We'll get back to some of these chats. Oh, okay, there we go. Ahmed says it's not offensive. We call him Carlos. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's a good G-rated one. Thank you, Ahmed. That was safe. I was worried. Uh, anyway, okay. Let's get back into it again. For people watching this, it's fun. We want to have back and forth with the chat, but at the same time, I do want to make sure we stay on topic and get through the main topics before we really just dive full chat centric. If you have a chat that's really something you want to get out there, you can always. You don't need to. It's appreciated, but you can feel free to throw in like a super chat or something like that. We'll definitely get to it. You're back in charge.
Okay, yeah. So we went Real Madrid perspective, and people are saying, "Oh, they don't have a good squad or whatever." They won La Liga, and one of my best friends said Real Madrid are shit. Like 3 months ago, he told me that. I was thinking, they really don't. They're really not shit. They have a style of play. It's not a great style of play, but it's effective. They get the job done. They won La Liga comfortably with 4 or 5 match days to go, and then they just won the Champions League final. They beat their run to the final. This can't be luck. They beat PSG, Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool. I'll repeat for those who need to understand who they beat.
The top.
PSG, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, Neymar. Chelsea, the winners from last year. Man City, Oil Money Brigade. And Liverpool, just as good as Man City. You saw in the Premier League, 92 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's as impressive as a run that you can get. It's like, it is as, I mean, not that you can win it however you win it, but literally proving yourself. If you really needed to, prove yourself or have your what's the word I'm looking for? Your credentials. You have all the credentials. That's
yes.
I'm usually good. Like, it's funny. If I'm writing a paper, I'll be great. I'm throwing out, 7-syllable words. I'm a learned man. I have many leather-bound books and all that stuff. I'll be good if I'm writing, but as soon as I start talking, I sound like a jackass hick from Kentucky, and that's what it is. I'm sorry. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's literally as impressive as a run as you can get, and it's funny because I came into the season saying, again, you should crush PSG. PSG should be crushed for how poorly they performed. I mean, they got taken out obviously by them, obviously by the winners, but at the same time, losing. What was it? Also in the round of 16 when Juve lost, I think, the same time, or was it? Yeah. So the exact same time, and then it's to whatever. But the amount of money. I mean, if you look at those rosters, it's not the same. It is not the same at all. And to me, it's hilarious, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's just like, I mean, the yelling and screaming that was purported to have happened in PSG's locker room, was it after that game, or what game was it? I can't remember. Yeah, that game.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Yep.
If I were, whatever his name is, I don't want to get it wrong and whatever, but the
El Khelafi.
El Khelafi.
Nasser El Khelafi.
Yeah. If I'm him, I mean, I would probably yell and scream like that with the kind of money that he's investing into.
That's all my money. That's all my money I'm spending on these chumps.
And they're literally just flushing it away.
Your former coach, by the way.
Yep.
Carlo Ancelotti. With a worse team. You stole their best center back, Sergio Ramos. Not stole, signed, whatever. Pride away. You stole their biggest kryptonite, Lionel Messi, and you still lost.
Yep. It's beautiful, isn't it? Like, it really is. It is. It is fantastic. Guys, if you haven't, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button.
We actually are not the Blanco Neri zone. We're actually not. So let's stop talking about Real Madrid.
Yeah, exactly.
We can talk about.
I don't want to spend the entire show because obviously we're not going to go.
Yeah.
We're not going to go 3 hours tonight, guys. We're gonna have a good show. It'll still be longer than we do probably a lot of lives, but at the same time, we're tired. I got to get up for church in the morning, stuff like that. I guess I got a pool day tomorrow. Trying to be rested up to have my swim trunks and my flippy floppies on. Anyway, so
how sweet it is,
right? It'll be 90 degrees. Good. Actually, I think it'll be 80, high 80s. I don't know what's the temperature there right now. You have different temperatures. I don't know.
Yeah, we're 20 Celsius, so like 68, 69.
Oh, that's too cold. That's too cold for swimming. You can't swim in that.
That's beautiful.
For swimming weather.
Absolute. For me, it's beautiful.
Get the what? How you're freezing if you get into a pool when it's 67 degrees outside.
Listen, I wear shorts in the snow.
That's true. You're Canadian. I forgot you. Yeah, this is. Yeah, above freezing is that's summertime, guys. That's what we do. It's fair. Quick question. Sorry, this is a quick topic. So somebody left the comment in our chat, or not our chat, in our one of my videos I did recently. Is there anything behind this? Does anybody here know anything about this? Somebody was saying they thought that the Juventus, two of the locations where they were going to be playing in America were going to be Las Vegas and Los Angeles, which would do absolutely nothing for me when it comes to getting.
That's a shame if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a shame if that's true.
Well, there should be 3 games, right?
Yeah. No, I think there's only 2. They're playing Barcelona and Real Madrid.
I'll be honest.
I don't know if Milan's coming over.
Yeah, if it's literally only those 2 and it's in LA and Las Vegas, and I get it. I get going to both of those locations, but that would be kind of crushing for me. You can't have one of them on the East Coast. Do one in LA.
Exactly.
Oh, Dash says, yeah, it's LA and Vegas. That's what he said. So, Dash, okay. Where are you seeing this? Milan's not coming over. Oh, so that's why it's not.
I think that's what I said, right?
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. Huh. Well.
Huh. I wonder why they're going to Las Vegas this year. Who is not on the team this summer, that has prevented Juventus from coming to the States before?
Who could that be? Who could that be?
Jacob Vittorino, if you're still watching.
Do we have a player?
Please tell me who that is.
Do we have a player that wouldn't do that? Do we have a player that was a problem?
Is someone banned from going to the States that used to play for Juventus Football Club? Anyways, we'll move on. So Dash confirmed that Vegas and LA are the host cities where Juventus will be playing Barcelona and Real Madrid. So for that, fine. Like Michael Salvetti's actually saying right there, the new stadium in Los Angeles and Vegas are incredible.
They're great, but let's be clear. People in Vegas and Los Angeles don't give a damn. I don't care if there's and Chiellini's going to play for LA Football Club, whatever. Like, great, but like I don't know. I feel like those aren't the places to go because to me, it's New York. New York is like that's when the Northeast is where you think of a lot of the Italian American population. Like
absolutely New York. Like New York City, like
you throw New York City, New Jersey, Toronto, all that big area from around there. That's where the highest population of Italian Americans are, or Italian
100%.
Whatever North Americans. Yeah. So that it's disheartening. It's a bit frustrating to me, honestly. I mean, I don't know. We'll see if I can talk my wife into letting me go, but I doubt it. I'm guessing you're not going to go, right? So we're not going to be able to do that.
There's absolutely no chance I can go to LA. The only chance I was going to see them this year was driving, and I'm only driving to Michigan and New York.
Let's see if we can talk to LA. See if we can dive into some of those funds. See what kind of funds we got saved up. It's for content purposes, is what we're saying. We fly out there. Round trip flights. They're actually probably cheaper. I think now they're a lot cheaper right now. I think, or I don't know. And I know Del Piero lives in Los Angeles. I know that, but like to me. Also, Juventus. Do you think that's why they're picking? Is because Del Piero lives there? Like that's why. It's just.
No, it's because they have beautiful facility, and then they can fill the stadium. Like they'll still fill it, no problem.
Yeah, they'll fill the stadium. But it's not just that, but it's also they want to go and they're hitting the different areas they didn't hit before. Like they've been in New York and stuff like that before, and they're going to. It's all about brand name and brand recognition and trying to get more people out there. And obviously, LA is the other biggest city in America. So it's just.
And I'm sure Giorgio Chiellini will say hi.
Yeah,
when they're there.
It just really disappoints me because to me that doesn't diversify it enough. LA and Las Vegas are not that far apart. Like
they're not.
Is it like a 3-hour drive or something? Maybe it's not 3 hour. I don't know. I don't know how long the drive is.
Something like that.
I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Don't include traffic because apparently LA is
it's horrible.
A dumpster fire for traffic.
Yeah.
But just going off that again, like someone or Fino Alafina saying they should cut like Toronto. Honestly, half the population is Italian.
Yeah.
Like not downtown,
minutes,
more like youngish. Yeah. So
almost 4 hours. So
yeah, it's a shame. They should have done one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast. Even if it was Boston, like just to, like you said, diversify it, because it doesn't seem fair to the American or to North Americans, I guess, that there's going to be two there. But whatever, it is what it is. They're doing their thing. McKennie's going to be there. He's going to love it up in the sun and show everybody around. Show everybody ranch pizza or ranch sauce.
You think Pulisic's sister is going to be around? Do you think McKennie's going to set that up?
Hot take.
Yeah.
I think he's going after the Canadian on the Juventus team, women's team.
Do you actually think that, or is that just because you have a crush on her? Or that no, you don't. No, you don't. You're married. That's what I meant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or she's Canadian because you like her because she's Canadian. We'll just say that.
Yes.
You don't have a crush on her. Okay, she's Canadian. You like her because she's Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she won the Olympics with a winning penalty. Duh.
There you go. I didn't know that. There you go. There you go.
But yeah, I think that's word on the street. So go on, Wes.
Is that actually the word on the street, or are you just making this up?
No, I've seen people like actually
okay.
comment on it. Yeah.
You have to clarify that with me sometimes, because sometimes people just say stuff and I'm like, I don't know what to believe. I don't believe a word you're saying, kind of thing. So okay.
Alejandro would shut our mics off right now because we're talking about this. But actually, he's not here. So boo-hoo.
He's not. Guys, if you're here and you're enjoying it, hit the like button. Even if you're not enjoying it, please hit the like button, right? Subscribe, all that good stuff. So go to Grandma's room, slap her up a little bit, hit the like button, hit the subscribe on it, turn her on. She may have dementia. She's sitting in the corner. She got nothing else to do. Play the video. She can hang out with us, talk about Canadian girls. I was trying to think of a different word that was not inappropriate. Okay, real quick. And again, this is... I'm calling it. I know it's really. Oh, dang it! You realize what I did? It's this daily news show. I did it once again. It's a daily news show at the bottom. It's the daily news. It's a live show. Whatever. We're gonna get better. Not better. He's done well with the graphics. Alejandro's killed the graphics. I want to get. When I say better graphics, I mean what we're doing. We're changing so many things about this channel. I want to have actually the show title. So like for this, it would say like the black and white take or whatever we want to call the after dark or whatever, something like that, whatever you want to call it. Stuff like that. So that way it'll be up there. One of the things I want to talk about real quick, I saw this BS going on, not just from one or two guys, but from a few people. I think, was it Ale? Did Ale even text it to us? Or somebody else? Or something? No, it wasn't. It was in our Discord. Some people were commenting about Weston McKennie and his fitness and his shape. And
I texted you guys that 2 days ago.
You texted that. Oh, was that? Okay, it was you. Yeah. That said about him.
And then our group sent the picture after.
And then
you guys out like 2 days ago. Yeah.
And then jackasses on Twitter said a bunch of stupid stuff as well. I get it. Here's my take. Obviously, I'm not somebody to speak about perfect physical fitness. But there's one thing I do know, and I do know about sports, and I do know about athletes. People, not every athlete who's good or is good at what they do has to or does look like Ronaldo. You know what I mean? They're not always in that peak physical shape. There's plenty of guys. Have you seen Tom Brady when he first went to the NFL? What he looked like when he was drafted?
He had a dad bod before he became a dad.
He did. He looks like that. There's a lot of those athletes that look like that. That just because sometimes the physical talent means more than the body. Sometimes the body, you work out and get so many, the muscles and all that build up, and then you can do less physically because you're so, you're so much, so much muscle mass on you. I'm not going to try to get into the whole bit of it. Yes, it should be better. It would be better if he was in better physical condition. But let's not act like he has a freaking massive beer belly or something like that. He just had a little. He's got a little pudge. That's it. Just a little. You know what I mean? Like he's just kind of got that like baby face chubbiness. He always has kind of had that. I don't know. But to me,
like. It's late May. He just came back. I get it. I get why people are kind of skeptical because he's had this weight issue in the past where he needed a cook and like a personal chef and whatever.
Yeah.
But he's with the American national team. He's currently training. Like he'll be fine. Don't worry. He'll be fine. And if he's not fine, he's done. Like there's no worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure Juventus will make the decision. If he doesn't come back, if he's not in shape enough, then he's done. It's fine.
Yeah. But it's John Cena says face bone structure is feminine. That's why. I have no clue. I have no clue what that means, John. I have no clue what he's saying.
I
don't
no
know.
idea.
I don't know if it's.
What does my face bone structure say? My feminine?
Well, I don't agree. Look at Vinny Jr. last year and this year. That's what changed him. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. The one thing
what's he talking about?
I guess Vinny Jr. got in shape, and they did play better.
He's always been ripped.
I don't know. Was he in less good a shape the year before? I don't know. I don't follow everybody. Also, I don't. Outside of Ronaldo, who's always naked half the time, you don't see everybody with their shirts off all the time, and how cut they are overall. But I think one of the things, and there's
an underrated comment about McKennie.
Was it James Toner?
Yeah.
Don't wear extracurricular. Thank you. That's solid. Okay, that's really good. Thank you, James. Thank you for that. All right. Anyway, I'm not badly. I'm not. Yes, he should for the money he makes. Yeah, you should be in great shape. Like me, if literally my only job was to be physically fit, I'd probably be way better health.
You would be. I would be physically fit.
Yeah, if that's literally what my job was. Yeah, so I understand that. But then there's some people like I just also. I mean, and I know it doesn't work for all sports because like basketball is one where I go into it and I think that they're always going to be like, ripped guys or like cut, slim, thin guys. Dude, have like the big bruisers or like they got a gut on them. Like it didn't surprise me half the time.
Nikola Jokic.
Yep. Yeah. Like it will also. Again, going too local here, going too centric. Nobody's going to know this guy. Like zero people. If there ever was one person that would know this, I would love you. But there's a player who played for Louisville in the 90s. He died early. That's not a good start. But I don't know if it was health or if it was because of extracurricular gun stuff or something like that. But dude was like 300 something pounds. He was called Escalade. He was literally this big old fat guy, but he was a baller. He was one of the most fun. I think he was on like some of those And One tapes. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Those like those crazy whatever stuff.
I know.
I'll have to pull it up and I'll have to send it to you all. But his name was Escalade Jackson, I think, or something. I think it was. He had a different name, but it was a nickname, Escalade. Yeah. But anyway, he was not physically fit when you look at him, but he was a baller all the same. So there's certain circumstances where I could let it go a little bit. It's like I don't expect everybody to be like Ronaldo ripped, but at the same time, I get it. And I guess the reason I'm more defending McKennie, it's not because he's American, but it's probably more because when he plays out there, I see the effort. I see that kind of hustle.
It's not maybe slowed. He's not slowed down because of being fat.
He doesn't look like he's not Arthur. He's not.
Exactly.
Arthur's in great shape, right? I'm pretty sure he's like pretty ripped, right? Or am I wrong?
Like
I feel like he is.
He's got abs and for a small dude, he's ripped.
And look how freaking slow he is. McKinney's out there. Yeah. So I don't know. It's all, I guess it's not all the same. Anyway. So we won't stay on that topic. Let's see. Pierre throws in and says, speaking of muscle, if Medetti packs on 4 kilograms of muscle and improves his defensive position, he's on his way to the top. Maybe.
He's 18, turning 19. So at the end of the day, he's got his whole future ahead of him. If he goes into the gym and packs on 4K of muscle, then he's got to learn how to play with it as well. Because when you pack on that much, you have to adapt to it. You're a totally different figure, right? Yeah. You might be a little slower. You might be a little faster. Who knows? I don't know how that would help him, but.
Yes, Drake. Yes, it is. Street basketball player Escalade. It is him. He played for Louisville back in the 90s. He was, I loved him. He was one of my favorite players of all time just because of that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm glad he knows. So I'm shocked. Somebody in here actually knew who I was talking about. Zero says Weston can go to Spurs, $30 million. Thank you. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I don't
made
know.
a profit, and if we improve the team, sure.
Yeah, I'm not battling to say keep Weston McKennie. I'm not saying that at all. I like what Weston McKennie brings to the table. I enjoy, yes, you could argue that, yeah, Rabiot's in better physical shape than him. Do I think he's a better player than Weston McKennie? Right now, I'd rather have Weston McKennie out there. That's my personal preference. So
I
it
want
is what
productive
it is.
players. I don't want physical specimens. If one dude's gonna get 10 goals a season, one dude's getting 0. I want the dude's getting 10 goals.
Yeah.
Sorry, even if he's probably a couple pounds overweight, I don't really care. He's still scoring goals.
Yeah, you can go work your ass off in the gym. That's fine. Keep doing it. Like, keep running miles or whatever you got to do. Or kilometers. Sorry, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Like when Pierre when he wrote that down about 4 kgs, the American in me was like, oh shit, what's that? How many pounds is that?
Oh, in pounds, it's like 10 pounds.
Yeah, because I'm like add like pounds of this. Okay, this has got to stop. People are texting me, and it's blowing up in my ear. Ding, ding, ding every 5 seconds.
You got news? Nico Shear texted you?
No, yeah, Nico Skinner said, it said at the Blanc Canary zone, Paul Pogba, done deal. Here we go. Let's go. Anyway, so I guess
that did not happen. Sorry, that did not happen.
And that's a good transition, though. That's a good transition. I won't say mostly to blame, but I caught up in the hype. I felt like it was not a done deal, but I felt like something was going to happen this week. It felt like it was too big of a week. Somebody tried to tell me the opposite. I can't remember who it was, but somebody said something more like negative overall. I'm not going to speak on who they were. I don't think they really deserve a lot of shine right now. But I want to say is that right now we sit, and I understand. It's a weird position because, we're not even close to like the Mercado opening. Like we've got like a month, right? It opens. Is it July or when does it open? July 1st.
I think I've seen a date of like June 11th, but I'm pretty sure it's July 1st.
I thought it was July 1st.
Only because I know Juventus operate on a business fiscal schedule rather than an actual transfer schedule. Yeah. So like the whole Pjanic Arthur swap was done before July 1st because they wanted to clear the book, or not clear the books, but get the books in order. Yeah. That's why it was announced before. So I don't know if they're going to try and do that type of deal again. They're going to try and do it before July 1st, but the free signings can happen whenever. Yeah,
and that's why I realized, like, I think the reason that I'm so hyped up about this is not only obviously the names of Di Maria and Pogba and getting them to Pogba being a big get, a big exciting get that would do a lot to one, spell goodwill with the fan base, and also to give Juventus a little bit of that momentum they need going into this Mercado. Because if you already have Pogba locked up, it's not smooth sailing from there, but it's simpler. You can really focus on other areas that you really need to take care of. So we sit in a position right now where, you and I feel like we've been on pins and needles this last week and this weekend. Like, because Alejandro would text us being like, can you all be available? If a here we go happens, like, we need to be able to jump in live because it's obviously it's important, but also it's massive for this channel to be able to grow those lives. I remember Locatelli. I was available. I remember I was up that morning sipping on my espresso down here, just waiting for the moment to happen. Everything ready to go. It took a little bit longer than finally. As soon as it did, I jumped on live. I think we got like 70 subscribers in like an hour or 2 hours, something like that. And it's just like
you had 100 live. You had 100 live.
Yeah, and that for early on. Heck, for now it's a lot to have 100 live, like right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting there piece by piece, slower. But again, these are big things to like really jump up to that next level. So like right now, when we talk about this, guys, if you're in here, please hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, share, all that good stuff. Really do consider sharing if you do really like what you see here and the channel that you get. Sharing it really does help to spread it out there because there's only so much that we can really reach. You guys have so many other people, Juventus fans or fans that aren't even Juventus fans, that can come in here, chat with us. I'd love to hear your all's opinions as well. So going off of that, Paul Pogba, right now, I guess it sounds like today the reports that Di Maria, there was a meeting between, I guess, his entourage in Paris and a cohort, I would say, of Cherubini's. It wasn't even Cherubini. A guy who Cherubini knows is what it sounded like, was the report.
This is what I mean. Like, this is why, this has been a week now where I had my doomsday speech. Yeah. And I said, it should be closer to done than it is sending a cohort, as you said. to a meeting in Paris on the Champions League day.
Yeah.
Like, if we happen to come on tomorrow and do an after dark, I might double down on my doomsday.
And I wouldn't blame you. I honestly would. I wouldn't battle you. I wouldn't battle you way as nearly as much as I did last time. Like now,
And again, I'm not. Yeah.
You're digging me. You're just dragging me into the mud with you. That's where. Listen,
I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but I'm saying is why hasn't it happened yet? These are free agent players. Why haven't they just signed the deal? And people are going to say, "Oh, Pogba's in Miami doing this, that, and the other thing." Like, you don't need to be physically there. If you've talked already, you don't need to be physically there. You know what's on the table. Paul Pogba knows exactly what Juventus is going to offer him. He knows everything.
Yeah, that's why.
Just get DocuSign. I don't know if you guys have DocuSign there.
Yeah, it's like Adobe DocuSign. Is that what you're talking about? Where you just go in and sign? Yeah.
Forward it over. He does his little electronic signature, whatever. Like, and then you can do your pictures after. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Di Maria, do you need to be in Turin right now? No.
Like, I mean, just like, about none of this really needs any of the players. It just needs the legal people doing their stuff. So that's why at this point, that's why the report was Pogba's in Miami right now. 19 hours away from me, just enjoying the sunshine and the beach and whatever. Although I'm sure maybe Dybala's there too, for all you know, really right now. Like they like to hang out in Miami in that area. Yep. So, I mean, he's ready to go. It's just he's waiting to get the clearance. So, I don't know. It's just sitting here waiting. And like I said, I think the longer it drags on, too, would be the more that I would worry.
Absolutely.
Because you're giving Zidane and PSG the time, if that's going to come to even fruition of those two getting together, but then to get together and go after Pogba. Like, get it done now.
Absolutely.
Do whatever. Like, and I'm not trying to say, I always say it, and I go out, I don't want to say I sound stupid, but I end up saying, like, go do whatever it takes. And when I say whatever it takes, I don't mean overspend and do stupid bleep. But what I'm saying is, your maximum. You know what it's going to take. Let's not even say your maximum. You know what it's going to take to land Pogba. You know what it is. Do that. Like, find the common ground. Find the agreement and get it done. If it's not that, if it is Pogba, or it's not, maybe it's not Pogba, maybe it's his, Raiola's Pimenta, whatever her name is, being like, we need to sit here and wait and see what else they can offer. Like if PSG are going to come to the table, then there's nothing you can do if that's what they want.
Yeah. Absolutely. Can I say something as well? I know it was a Champions League final in Paris, in France, between Real Madrid and other team. Zinedine Zidane.
Say it again.
You watched the game. Zinedine Zidane was in Paris watching the game. Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to go talk to the PSG or whatever, or even if he's in PSG's plans. I don't know. I don't follow Rouge et Bleu zone. I don't follow that. I don't do it. I don't do that stuff. I don't care. However, Le Bleu. It is very easy for him to go by the PSG headquarters, though, and say, hey, this is intriguing.
Yeah.
And then that's where the snowball starts to roll and become an avalanche.
Mm. I mean, obviously we know that there's, if it's even coming to an idea, which it seems like it is, obviously there's conversation between Pogba and Zidane. That's going to happen.
In the past, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and again, I don't want to go doomsday tonight because we're just trying to have a chill night. Yeah. But the longer this goes, it's scary. It is scary. Mm-hmm. The longer it pushes back all your other business as well.
Yeah, and there's no need to go doomsday, but I do think it is something we have to mention it. Like, we don't have to spend our entire night doing the Pogba. We spend every day doing the Pogba Di Maria dance at this point.
Yep.
But I do want to transition a little bit to Di Maria and focusing in on him a little bit, because it was interesting enough to me that they are, meeting with him or meeting with his entourage or whatever, trying to get a deal done. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of options. But
nothing that we've heard.
Yeah, I mean, some questionable. I'm trying to phrase this carefully. questionable sources, sharers tried to position it in a way to maybe try to fearmonger a little bit and to say that, it's not. Anyway, that's not, that there's somebody else out there and they're really going after him, and that's not the case. That's old news. We'll just say that. I think that's the most open way to say it. But when it comes to Di Maria and his situation, there's a report out there for a little bit, for one day. But I still kind of looked at it a little bit with intrigue, where they basically said that it was Juventus that had pulled back a little bit, not him. Oh yeah, and that it was something along the lines of Allegri wants to get a guy who's committed to success, which I there is something there to that of saying Di Maria is a guy who just wants to have 1 year. He doesn't want to dig in for 2 years, which is a little bit of a red flag enough, where it's just like, I just want this to be a quick stopgap and I'm out of here. So like, really, I get my little bit of money, we play a little bit
for the World Cup.
Yeah, for the World Cup. But I'm not trying to win a championship. I'm not trying to win a Champions League. I don't even know if, to me, that almost reads like, I don't even know if how much he's going to do to try to win the Scudetto. You know what I mean? That does worry me a little bit. So I wouldn't be
absolutely
shocked. I wouldn't be shocked by that. So what's your take on that?
I think we said the exact same thing Sunday night. This is how long it's been drawn out. This is how long we've been going on about this. Or no, when did we do midweek? We did a midweek after dark.
Yeah, but, we did Thursday.
Wednesday or something.
Yeah, something like
that. But we said the exact same thing. Like, if he's actually hammering down for just the 1 year, it's like, you're in the crosshairs. You're like, I know you're just leaving, and I know you're using Juventus to gear up to go to the World Cup, and then whatever result happens in the World Cup, after when you come back, you're done. Like, you're mentally checked out. Yeah. If he stays for the 2 years, he gets that 1+1 or whatever, then you can see a little bit more commitment from him because he wants to stay. There's an idea at least to stay, but if he just gets that 1 year, if I'm Juventus, I'm like, where's your mentality at right now? If you're just using us for preseason, for a couple, 10 or 12 games before the World Cup, I don't know. I don't like that.
It's a player where, it's not exactly a Ramsey, Rabio, Alexandro kind of position, but it kind of is when you think about Alexandro next year, which is he's just going to stay probably for 1 more year, make that money that nobody else is going to pay him, and then get out of here and go somewhere else. And it kind of is similar because it's like, I can you rely on a player like this? I mean, you look at his stats. Obviously, he didn't play a lot of whatever going on this last season at PSG, but is that worrisome? Is that what do you have, 2 goals or something like that all season? I understand it's a different setup right now, given the moves that PSG have made. But it's worrisome. I don't know, if we can, if you get him in here and he's just kind of playing. I don't know. I was about to say the thing I said earlier today that was cut. I'm not going to do it again. It does worry me a little bit because the reason is we were getting guys. We want to have championship credentials, and we want to have guys who are hungry to win a championship, be it Serie A, be it Champions League, whatever it is, just a freaking trophy at this point after the season, and it's not going to be good enough. So if I'm Allegri, I kind of hope that those reports are true because I would want him to reconsider. Hey, is this a guy that's just going to dig me into a bigger hole because he's here getting money? And that's all I care, And I understand.
I don't even think it's a money thing. I don't even think it's a money thing at this point.
Getting his World Cup.
If he makes between, that is the main issue in my opinion. People are saying, who cares if it's for one year, 10 million? I do care if it's only for 1 year because again, like I said, he's gonna try. He's gonna get in shape or get fit enough for the World Cup. Start his games because he knows he's gonna get guaranteed starting time at Juventus at a top club with some good players. He's going to jet to the World Cup 2 weeks before in November. He's going to play the World Cup. He's going to come back. Will he be hurt? Who knows? He's old. He's going to come back, and if whatever the result is he going to care about the rest of the season? That's my opinion. If he comes back after the World Cup in January, what's his head like? What's his headspace at? The beginning of the season, he might be fine because he's playing and he needs to get in shape and he needs to do well to make the World Cup team. The extra year calms me more because that means he's at least thinking about the year after, which can also like lead him not accepting the second year or the team option, saying no, only because like he's old, right?
Yeah.
But at least the thought was there. The thought is like, okay, I'm gonna try and come for 2 years.
Right. No, I agree.
By the way, sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry, just to go back to your statement about how he did with PSG this year. His counting stats weren't great, obviously because he didn't play a lot, but he was still like the coach's corner's ready to rock whenever they do sign, and it's
Like I
all
said, it's
explained
collecting
there.
dust. It's just waiting. It's just ready to go.
Yeah, but his analytics and his metrics for creating shots and goals, he's in the top 5 percentile in the top 5 leagues per 90. So he's still very good. He's still very good.
Yeah, you've done your research on that one. How long are those videos? Are they like
the Pogba one's like 34 minutes, and then the Di Maria one's like 20. Just because, again,
how sad are you gonna be if one of them doesn't happen?
I'm gonna be more pissed about the video not going out.
Yeah, like
I need him not actually coming. If Di Maria doesn't actually come, I'll be like, okay. But I mean, I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, do an up yours Di Maria. Wanted to send it out there. Or, I don't know. Like,
I'll do a rant.
Yeah, it'd be one of those like, or if like there's, I don't know, if it seems like it may not go well, like be like, hey, let's just put it out there before it's final, so we can use this. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, Veda was saying we have 6 positions to fill. What are we waiting for to get to work? I understand it, and I agree with you there. I do agree with you. When it comes to me, it's just Di Maria and Pogba right now. I think
the easy ones are the free agents because you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay anybody. Like those are just get them done. Yeah,
and they're gonna get to work when it comes to those. And I'm not saying that it's the end of the world or whatever. But then I think it was Zero who said it took us all summer to get Luka last year. Imagine how long it'll take to get 6 players. Here's the thing: it's a very different situation than last year.
Yeah,
Locatelli was the only option that they really wanted. Yeah, they got a couple extra ones with Moise Kean after Ronaldo left, and then of course Kyle George just cause for some reason. Sorry, gotta clear. Okay, but Locatelli was different because Locatelli wanted Juventus they could hold out so that way they could get a more fortuitous deal. That's just what it was. But my thing is, you get Pogba, you get Di Maria. Those two, you get them done before the Mercado even gets close. Hopefully we'll see that.
Yeah.
And then you can focus on the other 4 players. Potentially 5. I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to believe that it's going to be 5, but we'll just say 4. I think that's where we're going to be, and that's where we need to focus in. Yeah, okay, here we go. A few people are commenting and saying stuff about it. Let's see. Michael Savetti was saying, I was talking about the people in the chat, now you just said, Julie, when I said calm down. Okay, no, that's fine. We're not, even if you did say that, we're not going to take it as, as a shot.
Yeah, we're not offended. Yeah, we're not offended.
No, but I get why people feel that way. But I think with me right now, I would feel so much better about the position Juventus are in and where they can go from here if you lock those 2 up. If you lock both of them up, get them done, we could have had a nice. It would have helped us a lot too, because we're still going to have here we goes during the real Mercado time, so we can get it done. Maybe get us to 3K real quick. So a little pop, little pop to 3K, and then we can it's all gravy from there, baby. And then maybe the goal of 5K by the end of the year is a possibility. We'll see. It's not just about us, though. It's not just about us and what we're trying to do here at the Bianconeri Zone. But obviously, the more subscribers, the more stuff we have here, the more we can bring you guys. We're going to bring it to you regardless, but even more fun stuff. But not about us. When it comes to Juventus, though, you focus, you get those 2 players, and then you can focus on the other 4. Obviously, you need potentially another midfielder. You need to figure out what the attack situation is going to be. Is Manotta in? Is Manotta out? How many attackers do you need? Because we're talking about here lately, and I'll let you go real quick. But it's like, is it Kostic? Is it obviously Di Maria? We say that. Is it Raspadori? Is it who is it? Who are the real targets going to be?
So Alejandro did his video this morning, or wherever you are located. It was the first video on our channel today. How's that?
Yeah.
And he raised a good point of we should be really focusing on our attacking department, and it's going kind of under the radar at the moment. because of Pogba, because of Udogi. People are getting so sick. Also, Italians say Udogie or Udogie.
Is that what it is?
That's how they pronounce it.
That sounds way better, honestly.
I'm still gonna go with Udogi because I can't. I don't know if it's Udogie. I don't want to say that a lot, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see if he actually comes. But going back to what Alejandro mentioned, because I kind of agree with him. It's slipping under the radar a bit because, like he said, and like you just said, Morata, who the heck knows what's going on with him? Is he going to Arsenal? Is he staying with Atletico Madrid? I don't think he's going to stay. Are we going to get him for cheap? Who knows? Moise Kean, he's asked to leave. He's asked to be gone. So we have to buy him and then sell him, which is crazy.
It is.
Dybala's already gone. Bernardeschi's already gone. I don't know if you can call Bernardeschi an attacker. Classify him as what you want. But he's still a player in that department out of here. Chiesa, hurt. Kyle George, hurt. There is nobody there. There's nobody there. So you need desperately Di Maria at least. You need one of Kostic and I guess another left winger. You need one of Muriel, Raspadori.
Oh yeah, Muriel.
Like people are saying 4 after Pogba and Di Maria, like 4 players. I think you need 3 attackers by themselves, like in general.
It all just depends. There's so many pieces that have fallen out. Like that's what. Yeah, it shocks me when they're like, yeah, you could get Di Maria and then like Raspadori, and I'm like, well, what about you're replacing Dybala, you're replacing Morata, you're replacing. You got to get a guy to help sub in for Chiesa while he's still out and injured. You got so many different pieces that are falling apart that I'm like, you need way more than that. And it's just like, I don't know. To me, here's the thing. And I don't want to go into like a long tangent for Raspadori because I feel like we're gonna have that moment to do that in the future. But with me, like I'm pretty. I mean, you've watched the videos. Like I'm pretty. Like he's the one. He's like the one guy that I've really kind of like invested a bit more of my. Yeah, he's the one that I've invested a bit more of my energy and my hope of getting because I feel like he has so much potential long term. Like Muriel guys like these, I don't know. They're good, and I feel like they'll be fine players for a little bit, but I don't know if I don't see them having a long-term staying power that Raspadori could bring to the table for Juventus. And that's if that makes sense.
I agree. Yep. No, absolutely. So Raspadori, honestly, that's the ideal player to bring in to replace Keane because it's a like for like, basically. Italian, young, whatever. You hope that would be best case scenario.
Yeah.
If you get Muriel to directly replace Morata, that's fine because Muriel, again, I went into some numbers on. I don't know why I had to do one on Thursday night, a quick video on Muriel, but I did. But his metrics as well, they're very good. He creates more shots and more opportunities than Christopher Nkunku.
Oh wow,
Like Christopher Nkunku scored 40 or had 45 to 50 goal contributions this year.
That's your boy.
And Luis Muriel creates more than he does. He doesn't produce as much, but he creates more. And it's a significant amount too, to be honest. So getting a guy like that, who also has the most goals as a substitute in Serie A history, I think that's a very good get because if he's going to be a backup striker and replacing, like I said, Morata, that's a guy you want to get. Knows the league, very successful off the bench, very successful on the field in general. Probably wants the next step to just drive himself to a higher ceiling. I know he's 31 now or whatever, but still, he's in the twilight. He's going like, this is it.
Yeah.
Don't stay at 8th place Atalanta. Go up. Go be at Juventus. But anyway, Raspadori, Muriel, Di Maria, and then you have Vlahovic, and then Chiesa when he comes back. That's 5. I think that's very good.
Yeah, that's beautiful to me. That I'd feel comfortable with that. I feel very comfortable with that as your attack moving forward. And I feel probably better than I've been feeling this. Definitely better than the last season with injury squad.
And then Kyle George when he comes back, whatever, he could be the 6th guy. Who cares?
Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna pretend Kyle George is ever gonna be anything? Like for Juventus,
no, I'm just saying, really... he's there. Like he's just the 6th guy. You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
He's a warm body.
He's there.
He's a warm body.
Exactly it.
Yeah, he's
to
still...
be honest, I was gonna say, to be honest, like he could have been used in the second half of the season.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, gosh, just coming in, getting injured. He just did the Juventus thing. Came in, got injured, and just disappeared. Into whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're at that part. Let's see. Zero say, please, no more CBs. We have bigger problems. Madrid with the Champions League, only 3 CBs. I think we need one. I think we definitely need one.
We desperately need one. We need a left-footed.
Have you
we
seen
need a
what we have to
left-footed
work?
center back.
Yeah. I mean, you need a guy to replace what you're losing in Chiellini, and I can't. I mean, obviously, and I'm not saying. Again, just real quick, I'm not saying this is a guy that's replacing Chiellini. I'm saying the guy that's replacing what you're losing in Chiellini. De Ligt was the guy who replaced Chiellini. The guy that you're getting now is the guy that's going to be useful in the same kind of capacity as Chiellini was not playing often. He was injured a lot. He's old. You need a guy who can
be
at
available.
Least, you need a guy who can come in and play those minutes, but also be a good guy who maybe could potentially develop into a long-term solution, like a Bajashile, a guy like that. I don't know where they're going to go with this. I talked about if you're trying to go cheap, a Milinkovic would be suitable, or something like that. He's not left footer, is he? Or is he? I don't know. I'm terrible with knowing who's.
I want Gabriel Magalhaes.
You actually do?
Yeah, if it's going to be him, because again.
So you and Ale disagree on this. Because Ale doesn't impress him at all.
He doesn't. No, that's not what he really sees. Like, he doesn't. Okay. If it's a swap with Arthur and we have to pay a little bit more, he's okay with it, because he's not a bad defender. He makes a lot of mistakes, or not a lot of mistakes. He makes quite a few glaring mistakes. Yes. Yeah. I think in Allegri's system and Allegri's team, he won't be making those many mistakes. Mm-hmm. I personally think, and he can score goals. He can score goals off set pieces. We struggle to score goals off set pieces. He's very, what's it called? Hungry. I don't know, not hungry.
Driven.
Goals, but he's very driven, yes, to make sure he scores a goal off set pieces.
Yeah.
He's left-footed. He's ticking all the boxes here. He can tackle. Again, gets caught out sometimes. Yes, I get it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be starting at the beginning of the season. He won't be. That's just the reality of it. Bonucci and De Ligt until Bonucci gets hurt.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's. I'd be happy with that option. I've said that too. One of the things that worried me is that these rumors about Thomas Partey and about him being rumored to be with the Archer situation. And to me, I just worry that I know if you've watched the videos, I've said it, but to me, I just worry that you're just getting stuck on this trade. Every few years you're gonna be trading for another kind of useless player. When a player that's valued highly at some point in their career, but not ever living up to it. Does that make sense? Archer, you're you're finally getting a good midfielder. Well, he's fine in moments, but he's so slow and he just doesn't fit the system. And I think you'd be getting kind of, not saying the same with slow and stuff like that, but I think you're getting another guy that wouldn't pan out with bringing in a guy like Thomas Partey. And that's when I would be, and I don't want to say I'm just no, I hate it, but I don't want to do that move. That would be a move that doesn't make sense to me. You're just getting forced.
It's sideways.
It's just like the thing about Moise Kean, sending him to PSG and getting stuck with Paredes. I don't want that either. I don't want those. Those are not the moves that I want. If you're Elkin and you're that group and you said that you're investing in Juventus, do that. Don't force us to taking these players that I feel like are not going to be suitable to long-term success at the club. And that's where I'd worry about. I feel like you're going to end up hurting yourself long-term.
Sorry, just to go back, just to circle around. Milinkovic is right-footed.
Oh, he is right-footed. Okay. There's very few players that I really know which foot they are. To be honest, me personally, because I've only looked in so much. But that would be an issue then. Ahmed was asking, so why don't we just call out Moretti and Sule along with the newcomers? That creates personality and chemistry for the club, because we want success. We want success now.
Call out or call up?
I think he probably means call up. I think he means to use them in the team. Sule's one again. That's interesting. Sule could go along with the Di Maria stuff. We talked about that. Is he going to be Di Maria's protege? I tend to doubt it. I tend to be a doubter when it comes to like he's the protege of Di Maria and he's going to be the guy that's going to shape him into the next whatever of Juventus, the next Dybala, the next winger, whatever of Juventus kind of situation.
I'm going to be doing a youth report very soon. To be honest, I need Matthias Sule to go on loan. I don't want to see him in Serie C again. I don't want to see him lag on the bench and not get any minutes here. I want to see him on loan. If you can go to a Cremonese or a bottom team in Serie A, great. If not, if you have to take the long route and do a Serie B team, it is what it is. But I need to see him play at a higher standard.
Yeah.
Because at this point, he had moments for the U23s. He was very good in the Youth Cup for the U19s. He pretty much dominated at his own age level, which is good, fair.
Yeah.
So did Moretti, but Moretti took the next step. Sule didn't get a chance to, but he also didn't take the chance at U23 level. So I'm like you, I'm skeptical.
Sorry, it was like when you said the last thing. What was
the
last thing you said?
Like you, I'm a bit skeptical about Sule. Okay. I just need him to go out first and get some game time at a higher level.
Yeah, it's just I understand the feeling. Like I said, I'm not trying to be because Juventus do need youth players to develop and stick with the club. You need some of that.
Yes.
The problem, like to me, the one that I'm really willing to like invest in would be Moretti right now. He's the guy that I'm trusting overall.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening with the bottom line right now. It's just very, very slow. Welcome to the Beyond Canaries. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You can see it's really lagging. I think we may end up getting rid of the. It just might be the internet. Who knows what it is right now? We'll probably get rid of that when we change the thing because it's not necessary. It looked cool for the first 5 seconds, but then I'm like, we don't need that. Thank you, Forza Juve, saying I look like the king of all media with that microphone. Hey, I'm working on it. We're trying to improve the quality of what we do here, and I really do want to make this be something legitimate when it comes to the way we're developing better quality, better all that. So hopefully, in this microphone, after my other microphone, I like this one a lot better. It's a lot better quality, except for I ordered a new foam, whatever it's called, piece, whatever it is, because a pop filter. Because when I say stuff like that, it pops really bad. So I had to order a new one, so it'll do it less, and then we'll be better, and then we'll be good to go for really reals that time. Let's see. I swear I don't ever want to need to use Kyle George. Is what Asta was saying. I mean, he's supposed to. I'm not going to get into this. I was just about to say he was supposed to be the next, the next Neymar, the next Ronaldo. He's like, if they had a baby together, he's going to be the best, greatest player of all time, and that's what you're going to get. Anyway, Justin Julian, can you please? Okay, Zero's saying, Justin Julian, can you give us your 6 positions, please? I'm guessing Zero is saying the ones that we would take in. So if we had to get 6 players in the Mercado, who would it be?
Is it realistic or?
See, I tend to move into like the realistic zone, so like I don't just go crazy with like I'm not saying we're not Blonde Canary zoning it. We're not doing the fake news, Mbappe or Neymar or whatever it is, stuff like that.
Yeah.
With me, it would be. I mean, we could work through this together. I can go ahead and do mine. I feel like we were both. So just start it off with because we're expecting it to be Paul Pogba, Di Maria. So that takes up 2 of the 6, right? Does that seem reasonable to you, or would you shy away from that?
Can you time out? Yeah. You know what I thought we were doing here?
What?
I thought we were naming actual registas, but then since you clarified the 6 people we're gonna get. Yeah. And Zero just said not names, just positions. I was like, oh, because I was sweating for a bit. I was like, who the heck are you gonna get as a number 6? Oh, because a number 6 is like a position on the field. It's a holding midfielder / regista.
Yeah. Okay. That changed. Okay. So you're just saying.
But Zero's saying positions.
Well, that's not as fun. So you're just ranking the positions of need then? I guess.
Yeah.
6 positions. I mean, okay, or I guess it's not ranking. I guess just you're giving them permissions. Or
Missionary.
Doggy. Boo. Boo position. Bourbon position. Missionary. Your wife must love you so much. Anyway, let's go ahead. This is what you get with After Dark. I feel sorry for all the people that are gonna be watching this after the fact. Like, what the hell happened last night? Especially, I started off with stories of debauchery and ending up in parking lots asleep and all this stuff, and then the next thing you know, here we are once again talking about sexual positions. Girl on top. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Reverse cowgirl. Okay, so
Rusty trombone.
Yes. Okay, here's your Cleveland Steamer. Okay, those are. I think those are more acts than positions, but it is.
Yeah.
The last two I would not suggest. Okay, let's get it. Okay, I'll let you hit. You do the positions. That's less fun for me. So I'll let you do the one that's just not fun for me. I mean, midfielder, CDM. You need a striker. You need a left winger. You need go ahead. I don't know why I told you to do it, and then I just ran over you while just saying them. So yeah,
we need a left back, a center back, a couple of center midfielders, and a couple of attackers. Area of need, everything's needed. I don't care. There is no just get them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Sorry, I'm just answering my wife because I have to go soon.
Okay, yeah. We are going to wrap it up here in just a few minutes. But appreciate it. If you guys are in here, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it, all that good stuff. Really help us to grow our channel, be a part of this. We want you to be a part of it. If you haven't already, consider joining the member squad. Guys like Ahmed, guys like Andrew Finnan, who was in here earlier, guys like Dash, people like that who've tuned in, been a part of the channel, all that good stuff. Yes, left back. I think, Rick's saying left back Lodi, please. I like Lodi, but I've heard he's not even on the table. I mean, and then also if you paid attention to anything that Roman Gressy people have said, it basically sounds like, and I'm hoping the latest reports made me feel a little bit better. But again, these reports can always change. It's also not Gressy saying it. But wait, how do I need to say it now? Not Udogie. Udogie or Udogie?
Udogie or something.
Oh, that's gonna be. I'm never gonna remember that. Udogie. We're going back to Udogie. So if for me, it's Udogie, and then you have to go with Weindal, and then we're gonna get stuck with Palmieri. So that's kind of what it's not. We don't want Palmieri, but it's a possibility that you're gonna get stuck with him. But yeah, I do agree. John Cena Udogie is the only left back. Yeah, I agree. That's the only one that I think we really should do. Michael says, Justin, get one of the pop filters that goes right in front of the foam mic cover. What? I already ordered it in. So what it is I bought a Shure MV7, the Highline, the main. If you watch a lot of the big YouTube channels and radio shows and stuff like that, they end up using the Shure SM-B7. But the problem is that microphone itself costs like $500, but it's not just that. On top of the $500, you end up paying in a cloud lifter, and you have to do all the other stuff to set it up. It ends up costing about $1,000 to end up doing that, and then all the other crap you have to make sure you do it properly so it sounds good. I'm not properly trained in doing all that. I just got this for like $250, and it works fine. And then I'm spending to get the Shure SMB7. Sorry, I don't know you can hear all that when I'm touching that. Sorry, but I got the Shure SMB7 pop filter, which is going to be a longer one, which will help clear up the pops like that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not sure if that goes with what you're saying. John Cena says, if you say Fratesi, I unsubscribe. We have not mentioned Fratesi. That's been one that's been rumored out there, but I don't think either of us have been high on him, right? I mean,
no, that's like a boogeyman name as well. Nobody cares. Nobody wants him.
Yeah, it just keeps getting like forced shoved down our throats for some reason. Ahmed says, guys, we have poor youth department. Do you remember Piazza? We do have another example. Like if we have a chance, we should give them some time. All leagues teams do. No, I agree. Like that's not what we're doing today. To be honest, no offense, Ahmed. What we're kind of doing today is we're just looking at the mercado of who guys you're going to trade and what you're going to get. After the mercado's done, then we can focus on what youth guys to give them their time.
Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be between one. There's rumors of 2, but 1 to 2 between Rovella, Fagioli, and I know Rovella isn't a youth product, but you know what I mean. Fagioli, Manetti, and then Sule's another one. Like that just seems like what you're probably going to get stuck with this year. Like Ranocchia is not getting a chance.
No.
Whatever. So
again, we're going to try our best to do. Well, I'm going to try my best to do a youth report in the very soon or very. Wow, that was bad. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Very near future.
Yes, exactly.
And I'll also, for Rick, I was Aussie, oi. I will address Gatti in that as well.
Yeah, the story on Gatti is he exists. We'll see if he gets utilized or not.
Quintessential, he's quintessential dude.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah, so that's just where it sits. Right now, we'll continue. We're going to have more coverage. We'll see. Maybe we'll do another After Dark tomorrow. It just depends on what happens. If nothing happens, if whatever happens, we'll figure it out. We'll have more to talk about here in the coming days. But make sure you stick with us each and every step of the way. Right now, I really do want to see what Juventus is going to do in the Mercado, and then we can definitely push a little bit more on some of the specific names that we really want to get into. Guys, if you're here, we really appreciate you hitting the subscribe button, hit the like button, sharing, all that good stuff. I know I've said it a lot, but it's important that we do push that for a reason. It's because otherwise, if we're not getting new subscribers and getting the like button and all that stuff, there's no reason to show up because we're not going to see any growth. We're talking to the void at that point. So it's my job. That's why I do that. It's annoying. I trust me. I know it's annoying as hell. Every time people tell you to do that, ask you to do that, it's annoying. You roll your eyes. I do the same thing, but I realize the reason and the importance of it. If you want to be able to always have this to go to, definitely consider doing that. Consider joining the member squad. Let me throw this up here. You have those guys that are members. They really do help our channel to grow. It's cool too, because now if you're a member, if you go to the Bianconeri Zone YouTube channel, I just saw this for the first time today. If you go to the YouTube channel, at least on the website, on the internet, if you look at it, it actually shows our members. It actually shows, it identifies them. Cool. And it says, shout out, thanks to these guys. So it has like Joseph Carballo, it has Ahmed, it has Andrew Finnan, it has, I think, was it Johnny or who else is in here? Sorry, let me... Pierre. It has people like that. All those people. Yeah, Johnny. It has all those guys, and it shows that they're members of this channel, and it gives them kind of their respect. So anyway, 3 categories you can join at the club level. The lowest level, $2.25 a month. That's USD. You get loyalty badges. You get the emojis. You get the Discord members chat. You move it up to the lounge level. It's $3.40. You get all of that. Plus, you get a monthly wallpaper. And then if you do it at the highest level, and honestly, I'm not trying to force you and ask you to tell you what to do with your money. I would just do the highest level because it's $5. And the reason I say that is it's cheaper than a cup of coffee that you get at your overpriced local store. But with that, you also get the access to that. Plus, you get giveaway priority. And we're going to be doing a lot more giveaways here on the channel lately. Also, a lot of these giveaways we're going to be doing are going to be member-specific, stuff that we'll give away to our members. Now we have merch and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Consider joining the member squad if you haven't already. We'd love to have you there. Plus, you get to know us, and we get to know you in all the videos and stuff that we do. Like I said, it's definitely a different relationship than just watching these videos, I guess I would say, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Anyway, guys,
Absolutely.
that'll do it for today. Any other final comments or anything that you want to say before we get out of here, my friend?
Nothing, because nothing happened. Still.
Exactly. But we're having fun. We're speculating. And like I said, something's bound to happen. I feel like something's going to happen this week. And I hate it because it sounds like I feel like I'm Miss Cleo out there just feeding you BS. But I think there is going to be something's going to happen. The Champions League is over. The final's done. Something has to give now in this moment. So we'll see. Follow us every step of the way.
We'll see.
We'll keep you updated. Watch the daily video. If you haven't already, go watch my daily video I did earlier, as well as any of the other videos we put out. And definitely, once it happens, watch Julian's Coach's Corner. You're going to love that. He always has good content there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Make sure you follow Bianconeri Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you follow my boy, Julian Genotti, at Genotti151 on Twitter, and myself at Justin Sofro on Twitter as well. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Forza Juve. Forza Bianconeri.